Okay. It is another time and it is another beautiful day, and I'm going to give another introduction because we already had that one for genetics. So I'm going to introduce another thing, and now it comes from practical. I want at least to give detailed description on this book. Because I'm sure most of you knows this book and you have already used it. It's older version now. You know this, maybe on the back you see this appearance. So probably you already used the this version, which is just, I call it as an older version because now I have got this new. So those were the older version. So this has got many improvement. Many improvement. So I just wanted to pass you through those improvements, and then you will at least understand now what's going on with this current version. So basically, the book is Selected Biology Practicals. Selected Biology Practicals, and everything there is just made simple. So everything is made simple. Everything has been simplified because one of the report from those users in those past version is just having simple things. So I decided to sit down and simplify things. So now everything goes very simple. You see, the first version was in 2016 now. So it has been improved several times. So until now we have got a very better thing. So on the content there, we see all the contents in this book, and specifically this book has got 8 selected practicals. Has got 3 dissections in animals. We dissect cockroach, frog and rat. And also it has got dissection in a plant. Specifically we call it as a stud of flower, but mainly that contributes to what we call dissection in a plant. And also has got food taste. And another thing has got the enzymology, and also has got the issues on identification key, and has got the classification, whereby in classification here, the book covers the contents on what we call the comparative study of natural groups, and mainly on practicals we discuss 3 natural groups now. We discuss kingdoms, 3 kingdoms now. Animalia, we discuss plantae, and also we discuss fungi. So all those things have been covered in this book, and if you pass it through just looking on those we call the highlights now, you will find that everything has been indicated there. Everything has been indicated there, and it has got all the detailed descriptions, and also has got experiments. Now you'll find that every practical has got experiments at the end now, so you can just practice your understanding through those experiments included there. And also has got reporting now. You will find those reportings, all the principles on reporting, they are provided. I will show you the important things to consider when you are reporting, especially things like dissection, and also we have things to consider when you are reporting things like food taste. So everything has been presented in this book. So maybe going straight, I'll show mainly the introduction. In most cases, they say that judging a good book will be based on judging those we call the preliminary pages, and also you have to judge those the final pages. So if you find that the book was well organized in those initial pages, and then even those final pages have been organized very well, you'll find that even those contents in between, they are good. So that's how we usually judge good books. Therefore I'm going to show you the introductory part. Has got those introduction, dissection, and also has got things like why we are dissecting, because sometimes people, they participate in dissection without knowing why we do dissection. So also we have got those key things for why we are doing dissection, and also has got dissection tools, and then the uses of those tools. Also we have things on preparing for dissection. How are you going to get ready for dissection? So we have those key things to get ready for dissection, and this include the terminologies, because for dissection purpose you will be provided sometimes with the guidelines. You will be provided with what to call the things to do, the steps to do. Maybe you will be told to lay organism in a certain position. So there are certain those who call the dissection terms that are usually used. So basically you must be aware with them. Example, we have this maybe supine position. So sometimes you can be instructed to lay your organism in a supine position. So what is supine position now? So you must read those who call the terminologies. Now things goes on, we have got to the dissection techniques. So dissection techniques, these are the tricks that you are going to that you are going to apply when you are dissecting your specimen. And always they are very important because through that specific dissection technique, it will help to simplify the process of dissection, and also it will help to display well your dissection, and also it will help to save time by the way. So you will save time, because if you are using difficult technique, actually it will take time for you to complete dissection. And one of the very important thing during examination is just having a speed. So how are you going to save the issues on speed? You must select a very easy dissection technique. And then you have other things like important attentions during dissection. Now, when you are dissecting, what are the key things to consider now? What are your areas of concentration? So everything also has been presented. There is important attentions during dissection. And another important thing, maybe on the introduction part, we'll have those things, we call it as important things in biological dissection, in biological drawings, or sometimes we can call them as dissection drawing. Now, what are the key things? One of the important thing in reporting practicals, those things that we have to consider when we are reporting dissection, that include a drawing. Drawing can occur even on other parts, but mainly we can consider those drawings from dissection. So for those drawings from dissection and even from other parts, but here they are specifically maybe for dissection, but we can apply even on other parts. So you find that your drawing must have those criteria. Your drawing must have those criteria. Everything has been presented there, so you can read all the important criteria or important things to consider when you are reporting dissection. So that's a very, very key thing. So we have got this title written as short and sweet. This is very important because it gives a summary of almost everything in every practical. So now in the previous version I didn't have this sweet and short. So sweet and short, this means that this is a very brief summary of those information from a particular part. So if maybe you are covering what we call the characteristics or the general anatomy and everything of an organism, so this sweet and short is going to provide you with a very brief summary of what we call maybe the adaptations of that organism, or if it was just on a system, so it will provide you with the adaptations of that particular system. So everything has been presented there in a simple way, so I call it as short and sweet. And also this version includes those important drawings now, very key drawings now. These are the very rare things to find now. Those drawings, they are the very rare things to find now. Drawings on rat. Now, one of the questions that has been asked during dissection is dissecting a rat and actually displaying those systems in rat. So diagrams that are very well organized for reporting rat, actually they have been very difficult to find. So this version comes with those diagrams that are well drawn, and actually they are the acceptable one. So always you will have access to those drawings for every system in rat. So including this one, which is just a viscera of a rat. Now this is just a viscera in situ. So after reading this book, you'll find everything: what is viscera in situ, what is viscera general, and the like. So that's how things goes with this book, and we'll go on with other parts. Also has got everything that you need for advanced level, and even for those who call the equivalent levels of education. Now they can use this as their guide for dissection. So thank you for your time, and just make sure that you contact, if you are interested with this book, you can just contact through those numbers provided in a video description, or sometimes you can use other numbers. Maybe they are in a book now. We have got those numbers on the back. We've got those numbers on the back. I'm not sure if they are seen clearly, those numbers. So you can use those numbers on the back of the book, this one. So you can use this to get your own copy or if not that, just find those numbers anywhere in this channel and then contact to get your own copy. And also for business purposes now. For business purposes, anyone who wants to just to have a wholesale, to get a wholesale now, always will have a very specific discount now for those people who want those copies for wholesale. So this is just very, very, very special. So thank you for your time and have a good day.